Using this euro dollar 1 hour chart in this trade that we made here at 1721, I want to show you how that when you look at the chart and you look at this grid and you put these two things together, you're able to make a trade one, but you're also able to figure out, hey, what is my stop loss going to be? Where do I want to take my profit? And then you can go ahead and glue these things into your trade station. That way, into your MetaTrader, that way when you're making your trades, you're able to go ahead and input so that you can move on and look at other options to trade. Now in this case we went short. Price was moving down, so the pressure of the market was short on the euro dollar, and so I jumped in here. So price was below our 1 minute box, below our 5 minute boxes, and I went short. And to show you what this continued to do, not too long thereafter, price moved from 1721 down to 1712, so we roughly about close to 10 pips down in our trade rather quickly. And then before we know it, we've traveled from 1721 to 1706, so 15 pips from here to here. So we could think about taking our pips if we wanted to, or continue on. Now I wanted to stay in this trade a little bit longer if the market was willing to give us more pips. I was looking at this bottom wick over here and interested, well, maybe if price wanted to look at 83 in this area, let's say try to go for another 10 pips. So at this point we had 15 pips on the table, but in case price wanted to come down, retrace back up, and then back down, so what I did to prepare for that is I just went ahead and plugged in a sell limit and added to my position at 1750. And I pulled out this number because we had a green moving average here right around that area at 1750, and I know our boxes up here in that area are going to act as a resistance. Again, if price were to come up, it would come back down. So I added. In this case though, the market it was happy to continue here, so what I decided to do, so I could go ahead and move away from this trade but lock in some pips, and it would free me up to see if there was something else going on at this time. I just went ahead and put in my stop loss at 1715. You can see that I got that number by looking at where 1720 is, and I thought, okay, well, if it breaks through our 5 minute supports at 1707, and if it goes through 1712, then I'm just going to go ahead and lock in my pips at 1715, and then I still have my backup here at 1750, and we'll move on. And in this case, the market, it never did. It respected our downward momentum here, our resistance with our red boxes, and I think we ended up closing this one out for about 15 pips. So, but this is how we can look at the chart, look at the boxes together, and have a good idea of where price is, and if it's going to go up, where it's going to go. If it's going to go down, it's going to give us a good idea of the target zone.